Yo, what's up, boys? Now, before we get into this video, I need to clarify something. We all know that I am still a Rell glazer. I'm the straight up meat writer, bruh. It's been my entire channel's main source of content and it will likely be that way for a very long time. However, just because I am the glazer does not mean I don't have my fair share of worries. Now, these worries are nothing major, really. Like, if we had to scale this, I believe the pros 100% still outweigh the cons. But yeah, let's cut the crap and get right into it. Now, I've got 3 main worries for this game, and the last one is the biggest thing for most players, and I believe a lot of you guys might relate to this, so stay tuned for that one. But yeah, the first minor worry I have for Rell is that it's not coming out for summer. Now, this is practically not even a worry anymore. This is pretty much confirmed. It's probably not going to come out by summer. Just judging by the release date of the movie and how much testing we have to go through, it's highly unlikely this game is going to come out within the next 2 or 3 months. Now, I know this isn't actually related to the gameplay of Rell, but it's still related to Rell itself, so I feel like I need to discuss this. Everybody knows summer would be the best time to release Rell because everybody's home and they want to play it in the computer. However, we all also know that there's still 4 stages left for testing, which means there's 4 opportunities for game breaking bugs to be discovered and delays to come through. So the chances of Rell releasing during summer is slim to none at this point. I'm likely going to be in college when Rell releases. Now, I'm not going to say that I'm mad at the Rell Bros for this because that's childish and I don't really care when the game comes out. I just want a finished product when it does come out. And I know that takes a lot of time and effort, so I'm not going to blame them for anything. It's just a little bit unfortunate that they're missing out on a prime opportunity to release this game during the summer. But, you know, I think GPO did this like twice, so it's not really a big deal. Next up, you've got the Whitebeard Pirates, the Spade Pirates, and the Red Hair Pirates. These are all grand and powerful crews in the One Piece verse, and every single crew Discord and Rell wants to recreate that image. However, what if we can't? Now, honestly, this is more of a worry for you guys than me because I'm personally not planning on having a gigantic crew in Rell. I want to keep my crew tight with just my friends and loyal fans in it. But for those big crew Discords that I've seen, like the Tusk Pirates and stuff, but the point is they got like 500 members in those servers, and I can almost guarantee you guys that you cannot have that many players in your crew in Rell. So my worry here is that you guys are having too high expectations for the Rell crew system because no other One Piece game has had crew limits of like 500 players, which is what these Discord servers are full of. Like, I understand you guys got really into it and you wanted to roleplay with giant crews like the Whitebeard fleet, but realistically that's not happening in Rell. So don't come into Rell expecting that all 500 players of your crew are going to join or be loyal to you, because they're not. I'm starting to ramble a little bit here, so let me simplify this down. I pictured division commanders in Rell as Kingsguard in Game of Thrones, and the main crew in Rell as the king in Game of Thrones. So why am I making this cross-reference? Basically, Kingsguard in Game of Thrones is a bunch of really good fighters, like the best fighters in the verse, who could easily on their own be successful and have gold for themselves and build up wealth and glory, but they promise to be bodyguards for the king. It sounds kind of stupid when you say it like that. Well, that's what I think division commanders are doing when they promise to make branches for the main crew. Don't make the same mistake as the Kingsguard in Game of Thrones. Don't swear loyalty to somebody you don't need to, because if you think about it, Rell is likely going to ask you to either have a certain amount of money or be a certain level when you want to create a crew, which means you'll have to grind your account out for a couple hours. So when you get to the point where you're able to create a crew, don't create it and name it, I don't know, blank crew branch. That sounds really lame. Just create a crew for yourself and your friends. You don't have to hold loyalty to a random 17-year-old you met in a Rell Discord server who said he'll give you fruits if you make a branch. There's no need. Alright, this last statement is by far the most important one out of all these worries I've got. I believe a big chunk of you guys will agree with this take. Now, before I say it, I must clarify this is not Rell fault for this worry developing. The Rell Bros did what they could to avoid the copyright strike, so they had to change a lot of the looks for the game. But the main worry about this game ties closely to that. I'm worried that Rell will lack a strong One Piece feel. Because of these changes in the morphs and the models, it'll make it feel less like One Piece and more like a fantasy game, if you ask me. Not entirely, of course. I'm not saying it's not going to feel like a One Piece game, but there's just a small chance of it. Another thing is the armor that they've been releasing to us. Now, it does look really cool, but it doesn't really give me a One Piece feel. Like, some of them are a little over the top, if you ask me. And I get it's probably like a final end game kind of armor, but it just doesn't feel like One Piece to me. Now, this is not saying that Rell won't feel like One Piece, because there's a lot of things that could definitely save this issue for me, and it's actually quite simple. All they really need is good sound effects and music, and the immersion is already plus 10 if they have that properly. If they have One Piece sounding music playing while I'm riding on the ocean in my ship, that immediately boosts the immersion a lot. So as long as Rell lock in on the sound effects and the background stuff, the One Piece immersion will be there. But yeah, that was my final worry for Rell. It was a quick one, and I know that this is likely just a little bit of a rant session, but I wanted to say my piece on this thing before it goes into movie 2. Again, I am still a huge fan of the Rell and what they're doing over there share with Rell C's if it wasn't clear enough by now. But like most people, I have my own worries, and I personally believe none of these thoughts are uncalled for. But if you disagree with any of these takes, again, feel free to let me know in the comments because I want to know what your reasons are. Honestly, I'm mainly just bummed that the game will likely come out during college for me, and I'm kind of bummed about that because that means I won't be able to get a lot of videos out because I'll be focusing on college and settling down. However, it's not that big of a deal. I'll still get content now. It's just, you know, kind of sucks. Anyways, I got one more video coming out before Movie 2 releases, and maybe a third one if I have time. But that's all for today, boys. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next one. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and go on my Discord down below. Peace!